Have you ever been told your hair reveals your class? Even if you're wearing flawless makeup and an expensive dress, if your hair doesn't speak elegance, nothing else really matters. That's why today, I'm going to show you the 5 hair secrets that the wealthiest, most elegant women use to keep their hair flawless and truly distinguished. Stay with me until the end, because secret number 1 doesn't just change your hair, it changes the way the world sees you. Secret number 5, invest in essential products. Your hair isn't the same as it was 20 years ago, and that far from being a tragedy is actually a privilege. Because now, you're not just trying to look good, you're aiming to look intentional, powerful, with that mature elegance that doesn't need permission to shine. And what you choose to put on your hair says more about you than any perfume ever could. Choose products that are made for adult women with real hair needs. Look for ingredients like collagen, keratin, nourishing oils, and formulas that are sulfate-free. Your mature hair needs science, not empty promises. Your hair has memory, and it also has power. It frames your face, softens your features, or, if not cared for properly, can harden them without mercy. That's why investing in key products isn't a luxury, it's a statement. I'm worth treating myself to the very best. If there's anyone who understands this perfectly, it's Jennifer Lopez. Let's be honest, beyond her fashion, her skin, or her abs, which many 20-somethings would envy, what she's always kept impeccable is her hair. Strong, shiny, full-bodied. J.Lo doesn't play around with that. Her stylist has shared that her routine isn't endless, but it's spot on. A good sulfate-free shampoo, a high-quality heat protectant, and a weekly deep conditioning treatment. Nothing excessive, just products backed by science, consistency, and of course, budget. And before you say, yeah, but she's a millionaire, let me tell you something. You don't need to spend like a celebrity, just choose like one. A woman who knows what she needs doesn't get lost in the beauty aisles, she goes straight to the essentials. And that, my queen, is noticeable. Please, darling, stop using the same supermarket shampoo you bought 15 years ago. If your hair has changed, your products should too. Using generic formulas only makes dryness, frizz, and lack of volume worse. The key is in the quality and in what your hair needs, not in the trendy brand. Hair that's cared for with intention speaks for you before you even open your mouth. It says, here's a woman who doesn't improvise her presence, because it's not about having the most expensive bottle, but the one that actually transforms. And that small change, repeated every day, can bring back something priceless. The feeling of looking spectacular in your own skin. And if you think you need to spend a fortune to care for your hair, just wait. You're going to be surprised. If you're enjoying this kind of advice, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Yes, we talk about fashion, but above all, we talk about self-esteem, style, and feminine power. Secret number 4, trust in natural hair masks. Queen, there are moments in life when we need to go back to basics, to what's authentic, and that applies to hair care too. Once we pass 50, our hair begins to show what it's been through. Dyeing, heat styling, stress, hormones, and yes, sometimes a bit of neglect. But the good news is, your hair still responds beautifully when you treat it with love and real ingredients. The kind that don't come in fancy packaging, but from your kitchen. Restoring your hair's health doesn't always require a credit card. Sometimes all you need are natural ingredients with known properties. Avocado, aloe vera, olive oil, egg, or honey. These ancient treasures used with intention can completely transform your hair's texture. Dedicate one day a week to applying a homemade hair mask slowly as a self-care ritual. You'll see how little by little your hair regains its shine, body, and softness. Apply the mixture from mid-length to ends, wrap your hair in a warm towel, and leave it on for at least 30 minutes. That time isn't wasted. It's an investment in yourself. Now, if we're talking about women who understand the value of natural beauty, Salma Hayek is a shining example. She shared more than once that the beauty secrets she learned in her childhood from her grandmother, her culture, and ancestral feminine wisdom are still part of her routine. One of them, warm coconut oil mixed with avocado, applied once a week. The result? Thick, hydrated hair with a glow that isn't artificial. It's intimate. Salma doesn't try to look 20, and that's her power. She embraces her age with hair that reflects care, not effort. And that kind of beauty, my queen, is the most captivating of all. Avoid randomly mixing whatever you find in the kitchen. Not everything natural is automatically good for you. Some combinations can irritate the scalp or leave behind tough-to-remove residue. And never apply a mask without knowing your hair type. What works for curly hair can weigh down straight hair. Personalize your recipe, like a glamorous chef. A well-applied homemade mask can bring back the volume you thought was gone, the softness that vanished sometime in the summer of '98. You don't need the perfect recipe. Just listen to what your hair's asking for and give yourself the time to nourish it, slowly, like a ritual. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Secret number 3, use products designed for your hair type. Imagine buying a stunning dress in the wrong size. It doesn't matter how expensive it is, what brand it is, or how much you wanted it. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't work. The same goes for hair products. No matter how amazing they seem, if they're not made for your specific hair type, they could be doing more harm than good. This is one of the most common mistakes I see in women over 50. They keep using the shampoo they used 15 years ago when their hair was completely different, or the conditioner their sister swears by. And then they wonder why their hair looks dull, flat, or just off. Your hair has changed, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, it's an opportunity to get to know yourself again, to rediscover who you are. Choosing the right products isn't superficial. It's an act of self-respect, a way of caring for yourself as lovingly as you care for others. And if there's a woman who has gracefully adapted to aging without losing an ounce of sophistication, it's Thalia. Yes, the queen of Latin pop. Beyond her catchy songs, she's always been known for her spectacular hair. And that's no accident. She's admitted in several interviews that her hair has changed over time, and now she only uses gentle, sulfate-free products made for her exact needs. Processed, wavy hair that needs deep nourishment without the heaviness. Get a proper hair diagnosis. You can do it with a professional stylist or simply by observing your hair for a few days. Is it dry, colored, thin, frizzy? The answer will guide your treatment. Once you know your hair type, choose a product line made specifically for that need. Hydration, volume, color protection, or intensive repair. The right product changes everything. That's the level of awareness we should all aim for. It's not about what's trending. It's about what serves you. And trust me, when you make that shift, your hair will feel it. And so will everyone around you. Don't keep using the same products just because they've always worked. Your hair isn't the same as it was at 30. The routine that once helped you may now be working against you. And please don't use harsh treatments to fix a problem you haven't even identified. First, learn about your hair fiber. Then, act like the strategic queen you are. Well cared for hair, treated with the right products, looks healthy, moves with elegance, and frames your face with purpose. It doesn't need accessories, it doesn't need artificial volume, it needs respect. Because in the end, hair isn't just an accessory, it's an extension of your identity. And how you choose to care for it is a graceful and powerful way to tell the world, I know who I am, and I'm not afraid to show it. Because sometimes your hair doesn't need more, it just needs better. And what comes next could change your entire routine forever. Secret number 2, lightweight oils make a big difference. There comes a time, usually around 50, when many women look in the mirror and feel like their hair has lost that life it used to have. It no longer shines the same, doesn't move the way it used to. And the worst part, no product seems to make a real difference. And that's where one simple yet powerful secret comes in. We're not talking about miracle creams or treatments that cost as much as a plane ticket to Paris. We're talking about oils, but not just any oils, not those heavy ones that leave your hair looking like a greasy frying pan. No, my queen, we're talking about the right oils. The kind that bond with your hair fiber, nourish it from within, and restore its natural shine, effortlessly. And when we talk about shine as a signature, we have to mention Jennifer Aniston. Yes, the eternal Rachel from Friends, but so much more than that. Aniston has been a style icon for decades, and her hair, that sun-kissed blonde, loose and full of body, is still admired by women of all ages. Her secret weapon? Lightweight oils specially formulated for mature hair. She applies them with surgical precision, a few drops of argan, or marula oil on the ends, right after drying. Never too much. Never on the roots. Always with intention. And that's the trick that changes everything. Because oil isn't just hydration, it's a protective shield. It's a glossy armor that says, here, frizz, dryness, and neglect are not welcome. It's a lasting caress, even when the wind tosses your hair around. Choose lightweight oils, like argan, jojoba, or marula. They deeply nourish without leaving greasy residue. 2 or 3 drops are enough to bring back shine, softness, and movement. Apply to ends and lengths on dry or slightly damp hair. Do it gently, like you're stroking silk. The result? A polished, feminine finish. Integrate oil into your weekly routine, or use it after styling to seal and add a hint of glow. It's that final touch that takes a look from everyday to queen level. Avoid heavy oils if your hair is fine. Even if they promise deep nourishment, they can leave it limp and lifeless. Oils should enhance your hair, not bury it under a greasy layer. And never apply oil to the roots unless you're doing a specific treatment. Elegant shine begins at the ends, not with a mirror-like forehead. You know what the right oil communicates? Quiet self-care. Effortless elegance. It says you don't need to overdo anything to shine. That natural glow, that subtle movement, that warm scent left behind by a good oil. You can't fake that. It's the kind of detail only women who truly know themselves can master. And yes, it's true. The right oils alone don't work miracles. But what they do is remind you that the small, simple things can have a majestic impact. And if you think this is all just about products, the final secret goes beyond what you can see. Secret number 1. Use your hair to communicate. Pause for a moment. Look at yourself. Think about how you've styled your hair today. The color, the length, the cut, even the way you brushed it this morning. Did you do it out of routine or by choice? Because your hair, my queen, isn't just a detail, it's a message. And if you're not using it to your advantage, you're likely missing out on one of the most powerful tools for expressing who you are in this glorious stage of your life. After 50, many women, consciously or unconsciously, choose safety. The same old cut, the same color, the same quick updo, and they think they're keeping it simple, when in fact, they're fading into the background. They're dimming a part of themselves that could be saying, loud and elegant, "I'm here, and I look spectacular." A woman with style doesn't hide behind her hair. She uses it as her signature, her statement, her identity, and once you begin to see your hair that way, everything changes. Let me tell you about a woman who has mastered this, Sofia Vergara. Beyond her sense of humor and unmistakable accent, there's one thing that's always with her at every public appearance. Her hair, long, full, perfectly styled, but never stiff. Sofia uses her hair as an extension of her personality. Strong, feminine, bold. And she's done this on every kind of stage. Red carpets, talk shows, and more. With a consistent visual message that says, "This is me." And I love being me, because hair doesn't just frame your face, it frames your attitude. It's the difference between, "I got ready because I had to go out," and "I got ready because I'm celebrating myself." And trust me, the world can tell that difference instantly. Hair tells the world whether a woman is fully present in her life or just getting through the day. Try it. Change your hairstyle. Elevate your ponytail, or just wear your hair down, intentionally, then observe yourself. Not out of vanity, but for presence. Because when your image aligns with how you feel inside, it shows. When it doesn't, that shows too. A good haircut doesn't just soften your features, elongate your neck, or highlight your cheekbones. A good cut brings you back to yourself. It doesn't have to be radical, it just has to be honest. One that says, "This is who I am now," not, "This is who I was 10 years ago." That's something you can do every morning. You don't need extra large hair or a celebrity stylist, just the will to choose. Because your haircut, your color, your style speaks for you before you say a single word. Want to project strength? A clean bob can do that. Want softness? A warm honey tone will light up your face with intimate elegance. Want a modern touch? A well-cut fringe can take years off your face just by falling across your forehead. And no, this isn't about following young trends or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about showing your most authentic, polished, self-aware version. About telling the world, strand by strand, that you are alive, present, and in your prime. If you made it this far, drop a "I love my hair" in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen